sexy, and the snappy snap. We made it home safe from 70.3 Mont Tremblant. So we picked up Kris, and then we headed over to Erin's aunt's house all the way in Ottawa, which was nice. We got to stay there for the night, so it was about 5 hours to get there. The next morning, we made our way out to Mont Tremblant. What was the hotel we stayed at?
We stayed at the Lodge Montagne or something. It's the one right at the top of the hill, right at the top of the gondola. So it was like perfect because we were a little bit outside of like all the chaos, but we just had one gondola ride down. So it was very convenient, a lot more convenient than last year.
So we picked up our race packs.
Are you excited?
Yep. It's deja vu. Here we are again.
Here we are again, round 2.
Something that was pretty crazy that I didn't know is that I made the top 17% bronze all world athlete or whatever the heck it's called. So you kind of get some little gifts, some stickers and whatnot. But Erin got the silver, so she was able to get a much closer
like priority bib number.
Yeah, priority bib number.
Bib number. Yeah. And that's a big tip that I would have for anybody where there's like a Friday and a Saturday registration for the 70.3 is if you can go on the Friday, I find that the lines are way shorter and you actually get a lower bib number.
All right, we have picked up the bibs. We're gonna go run soon.
You run out? You have less? Oh, these are nice this year.
Which size?
Women's
small.
Men's large, please.
There you go.
Thank you so much. Man, I forgot your name. I'm so sorry.
It's Eric.
Eric, nice to see you again, brother. So we met Eric in Finland.
Yeah, long way to come to meet Canadians.
Yeah,
I'm Kris.
Hi, Kris.
Nice to meet you. I was not in Finland.
Yeah, we hung out.
On the same flight. Were we on the same flight or we were waiting?
On the flight going there.
Yes, and on the bus, I think.
Yeah, and on the bus and stuff. So it's nice to reunite again. That's pretty cool.
What are the odds?
Yeah.
Must have been with 3,000 people.
How was your Finland race?
It was pretty good. I froze on the bike.
Oh yeah, because of rain.
As most people do.
Oh yeah.
Getting off the bike. Had trouble getting my shoes on after.
Oh no.
A little bit of envy watching from home, but when I saw the weather,
Yeah.
that's good.
It was
We're
really
gonna do that
tough.
again on Sunday. So
So Sunday,
Not
it's,
as cold, though.
yeah, temperature should be good, but it might be raining.
We got Tamara hanging out. How are you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ready to go? Got the bike, everything here?
Yeah.
Good, good.
It's nice to be able to drive and not have to worry about
Oh, I know, right? We got there, got ourselves situated. We went out for a quick little run, just to kind of get the legs and the blood flowing.
Shiny head.
So we did a 34-minute run, and I was just asking Kris how many grams of carbs I've had today. And I honestly couldn't tell you because I've been drinking Gatorade since this morning. Tonight we're gonna have, we have a gnocchi tonight. You wanna do gnocchi?
Sounds good to me.
So some gnocchi, some veggies. I'm not having veggies. I'm trying to stay away from veggies because every single race I seem to have to go to the washroom. So I'm just sticking to straight carbs and protein, and that's about it. Later on, we met up with Rob. So Rob has been hanging out with us for pretty much all of our races, which has been pretty cool. So it's nice to have him become a part of our little squad. So we went for a little swim just to get a feel for the water. It was actually my first open water swim of the whole entire year. So I haven't open water swam at all. And I was surprised how I felt because I was doing pretty good out there, which is good. So I've been putting a lot of time in at the pool, but it was definitely refreshing to get out in the open water. And like the lake there in Mont Tremblant is absolutely beautiful.
How's the water?
This is the one that
It's
has.
perfect.
No, they're all the same price.
Hopefully it's this perfect on race day.
It was like the nicest day ever. It seems like the day before the race is always the day before, and the day before that is always absolutely beautiful. And then it's always race day. That's a shit show. But yeah, we were out in the middle of the lake just admiring the view. It was so nice out. And yeah, we had a great swim.
What did we do today for the swim?
10 minutes easy, and then 4 times 30 seconds takeout speed, 1 minute race pace, 1 minute easy.
I'm pretty happy with that being my first open water swim of the season. Rob, that was his second open water swim of the season.
Imagine how packed that'd be with 3,000 athletes swimming.
Doing circles in there?
Great draft you could get. I have some bad news for you this weekend.
What? I just burped.
Keep it in.
I didn't fart. I swear I didn't fart. I didn't fart. I swear that was a burp.
That was like the loudest thing ever.
What? I didn't fart.
Oh my god.
Babe, I swear I didn't fart, guys. Yo, I admit farts. I never deny.
The climb up to those.
Yeah, so got the swim in, got back to the hotel, everybody was carving up. Dinner tonight is a little bit of ground beef and gnocchi with some marinara sauce. Made by yours truly, me, Erin. She is the chef. Keeps us well fed and ready to race. All right, so we're getting ready to head on out on the bikes now and test them out, make sure all the mechanics and the gears and the tires, everything's working pretty darn well. I'm going to test out my new helmet. I got it all black because Erin stole my all white one, and it was time for a brand new one because I don't know how old the other one was. So got Rob getting ready, waiting for Kris. Usually Kris is always the one ready first.
But I'm the one that's always ready first. What are you talking about?
Oh, you had to adjust your brakes.
Yes, because the disc wheel is a different thickness.
Pump it.
You need a thing of jam on this. So we can pump up the jam.
Matter of finding the right.
Wow.
So
That's so cinematic.
I want the brake to be tight.
Yeah.
You don't need brakes here.
All right, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but we are out currently on the bike. Or sorry, well, we are out on the bike, but we are currently out on the run course right now, and it is beautiful. It is like Sulphur Springs, but with a road and not a trail. And it's an out and back, so 10K out, 10K back, total 21. Yeah, it's a beautiful course. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Looking forward to the run. I'm looking forward to the run more than the bike, surprisingly. Usually I'm pretty excited for the bike. That's usually my strongest suit, but because I've been running so much, I just love running. And I'm looking forward to putting down some Ks, man. How are we feeling so far?
Oh, fantastic. If we felt bad, then
Yeah, 95% chance rain tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be another slippery one for us, ladies and gentlemen. So crazy. First time on my helmet, first time on my disc wheel.
This year.
This year. disc wheels. So Erin's just over there at Kris. Everybody's got bags on their bikes, but it really isn't gonna fucking make a difference. Yeah?
Everyone's covering them.
No. People cover their seat in the pedals.
Everything gets wet. It is currently 4:53, and it's 100% rain right now. All day rain. All day rain. So we don't know yet if they're gonna cancel the swim, but I'm sure once they head down there, they'll let us know. I had a good sleep. My Whoop band gave me a 75% recovery score. My HRV's up, meaning the body is ready to rock and roll. Kris is ready. Erin's ready.
Got up to 37 kilometers.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad.
So we missed it.
This is an unfortunate weather report coming to you race day. Sun's already updated, but it's pouring rain. It's gonna be pouring rain all day. I feel like today will be, for me, like 99% about mindset. And as long as I'm not super cold, I will be absolutely fine. I'm not even worried about it. It's gonna be a great day. We're excited to race. It's gonna be beautiful. We're finally here. Like, honestly, for me, I'm like, if the swim doesn't get canceled and we actually get to race this year, I don't even care what the weather is like. And also, there are so many times when I've been running in 35-degree heat in a race and I've wanted it to be cooler. And today I get my wish. It is going to be cooler today.
We had our breakfast. We got down to our bikes. Yeah, we were just drenched from...
Kris was smart and he put his wetsuit on before we went down. I was like, oh no, I'll put my wetsuit on in transition. It'll be fine. But getting a wetsuit on in the pouring rain, even if you're dry, you're not going to be dry for that long. So I could barely get my wetsuit on. It was rough. It was rough out there.
Yeah. So we did have some extra bags on us, which is really nice. All right, bike set up. I'm gonna hide my stuff in the bag, come to transition, grab my stuff. Situated our shoes, the bike shoes and our running shoes. So with the extra bag, so this is a little tip for anybody that may experience a rainy race, is to put your shoes into a bag right beside your bike. It takes you an extra 10 seconds to pull them out. At least they'll be dry at that very moment, and you can move on with the rest of the race with semi-dry feet for at least the beginning. And it's just easier and quicker to get those on when they're dry.
Yeah, I would say I think that what carried us through the race a lot was just the mindset. I think waking up in the morning, we were a bit like obnoxiously positive. Of like, oh, it's not going to be that bad. But I think that saved us. So I was in line for the porta potties and I was overhearing these guys be like, I'm not racing, it's not safe, like I don't have disc brakes. And then I was like, oh my gosh, well, I don't have disc brakes. And so I said that to them. I was like, oh, like, are disc brakes better in the rain? And they were like, yeah, like if I didn't have disc brakes, I wouldn't even be riding today. And they're like, especially if you have carbon brakes on a carbon wheel, that's crazy. And I'm like, that's what I have. So I started freaking out a little bit, thinking that I would have like no brakes. And that was like really the only freak out moment that I had in the morning. I got over it. Like I just was gonna race regardless, but I was a little bit nervous at that point.
We got down to the start of the swim, and like I said, it was raining from start to finish. It was a 5-person let off, which is pretty cool. And I mean, it's not cool. It was actually very slow. Let me correct that. It was slow. So you're just standing out there. People were getting really cold. I could see people just kind of...
Well, they delayed it. And so we were freezing because we were waiting there for like a lot longer than what we had anticipated, right?
Yeah. So they did delay it. I can't remember by how much, but it was a slow roll. But once we actually got into the water, actually Erin started way way up front, first time in a new corral.
Yeah, can I talk about that? So it wasn't a new corral, but I started right in the I started in the sub 27 group. And because we were so far up, we missed the announcement where they announced that the swim had been shortened. So I actually entered the water and started the swim without knowing that the course had been shortened.
First pros have already come through. Looks like so far Erin has started based on the tracker with her swim. And I'm already soaked to the core. Seems it's raining every direction. I just hope my umbrella lasts the day.
And then we got halfway out and saw a random turn buoy in the middle, and we were like, what the heck is that doing?
Well, they shortened the swim, first of all. That's why there's some random buoys out there. So it was originally a 1.9 meter swim. They actually brought it to, I think it was 1,200 or 1,100 meter swim.
So anyway, I didn't know that it was shortened. So we took a wrong turn. It was kind of a fiasco, but ended up being okay.
Yeah, I can honestly say I've never felt so calm in so much chaos. Like, I had a phenomenal swim. Like, the speed wasn't there, but just like I said, it being my second open water swim, I felt very calm. I felt really like in control. I had a great swim, but like if I could paint the picture for you, so just think of yourself just being in the water and you're looking down into the water. You know, you see completely nothing. It's gray, right? And as soon as you turn your face up to get any air, it's like a war, like hail, hard rain hitting you. You see the rain actually going diagonally because the wind was so strong, and you just see bodies in white water around you.
You
like,
couldn't sight anything.
The buoys were really hard to see. Like, it was just chaos, and then it was complete calm again. You put your face in the water, and then it was just like this yin and yang of calm and chaos. Moving forward, it was a long transition from the swim exit to the bike. So I'm talking probably about 400 meters, 300 meters, give or take. So we got to our bikes. I saw Kris in transition, which was pretty intense. And I ended up getting on the bike, and I got out of transition quick. Like, everything was soaked. Like I said, everything was in the bags, which is great. But yeah, as soon as I got on the bike, everything was wet again. But at least my shoes were drying for that short period of time, and legs felt great. Like, I had a phenomenal bike. I basically said I need to now catch Erin. My legs were feeling good because I felt strong on the hills. I felt like I was pushing good power, average 234 watts for the whole ride. And I had no fear, man. Like, there's pros and cons to that because it could be very dangerous. On one of the hills there, I hit, I think, 80 kilometers per hour. And like I said, the wind was so strong, and I have a disc wheel. I have 60 millimeter front rim. So I was feeling the wind a little bit, but honestly, like, I felt strong, I felt in control, and I just sent it. How was the bike for you?
The bike was very rough for me. I think that was the hardest thing I've ever done mentally, because I was terrified. So I think it wasn't physically the hardest ride I've ever done, but like mentally and emotionally, I was out of my tri bars, and I was on my hoods for like 90% of it. And I just said, screw it. I don't care about being aero. I'm just gonna be like comfortable and brave, and like as brave as I can be anyway. So
I think she was on her TT bars a lot more than 90%, because when I caught her, she was in the TT bars. Also, she had passed me after I caught her on an uphill in her TT bars. Like,
uphill is no problem.
She went by like 15 dudes in her TT bar, and like all of us are like up on the hoods or up on our pads, like just huffing and puffing going up this giant hill. And this girl, like, I just saw her just ride off into the distance, and I was like, there's no way I could catch her. Like, yes, I have stronger watts, but like, for me, I'm a bigger person. Like, I'm 195 pounds, she's 130. Like, she's flying up these hills like it's nothing.
The descents for me were rough. Like, I was very scared. I was braking a lot. It ended up not mattering because I was second in my age group off the bike. So as terrified as I was, everybody else was terrified. And I'm glad that everybody was being safe.
This is about the 70 point and also where people are coming back in. I think that I have so far missed Spencer and Erin. I might catch Kris or Robert and then head to the bike finish to see hopefully everyone come in.
Got back to transition. Got off the bike safely, which is good, and I lost a shoe, as I always do as soon as I get off the bike, because I got these big size 12 boats. So for some reason my cleats like to pop off.
Okay, so Spencer has made it through transition 2. He started the run, and Erin should be here any minute. Robert going out for the run missed it. Obviously he runs faster than me. Gonna scope where to find them from the run.
So this is where I made a huge mistake.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. So
Which Erin has made before.
I have always raced with no socks. The new pair of Saucony Pro 4s that I got, for some reason, they were not kind to my feet. Feet were getting absolutely chewed, so I got huge blisters right here on the inside of my feet, and I would just run until the pain was basically unbearable. My first real problem was my gut. So I like to do maple syrup, element, and green tea extract supplement mixed into a flask. And where everything kind of fell apart was last year in Finland, and I didn't catch it. I thought it was the travel and the food that had messed me up. Well, actually, it was the green tea extract. One of the main causes, or what is it, like negative effects, is diarrhea, and that's what I had for pretty much the whole entire run again. So it was like deja vu. Erin did pass me at the 5K mark, and I was so proud of her. Honestly, I wasn't mad. Because for me, I was like, I've been here before. There's nothing I could do about it. So there's no point ruining the day for other people around me. So I kept a smile on my face. I cheered on people that I knew. Erin ran by me. I was like, are you okay? Are you okay if I run with you? And I started running with her for like maybe 50 meters, but I could not find a rhythm. So I think
that was the most we've seen each other ever in a race.
Yeah, like we were talking on the bike,
and then repassed, and then passed.
Yeah.
And then like I got to see you again on the run, because then when I was coming back, you were going out. Like it was funny.
Yeah, when I saw you pass me on the out and back, I was like, oh, she's not that far. Maybe I could get my shit together. But no, it just kept on getting worse and worse for me. And then I was just thinking, I'm like, when's Kris gonna pass me? When's Rob gonna pass me? And you know what? I actually held them off. Very, very surprised. I did see Kris probably about 10 to 15 seconds behind me just before I crossed the finish line, but you know, we all had a rough day that day, and Erin had a phenomenal one.
So looking like Erin's 1 kilometer away, Spencer about 2.5 kilometers away, should be coming up soon. Than Spencer did. Robert looks like he didn't have a great race, and I somehow missed Kris, but now I have to go try and locate them.
So Erin had a great day. How was the end of your run?
Well, I had a PR half marathon off the bike. I got passed in the last 700 meters of the run by a girl in my age group, unfortunately. So I got
We have it on video.
I got third place. Was 7 seconds from second place, but that's racing for you.
So we're headed down to grab our stuff. We just got informed that the award ceremony is canceled. Boo, but it's okay. But I guess the awards will just get shipped to me and then we can call it an early night and we can just chill in the hotel. So that's nice.
Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Also, by the way, guys, please do not be afraid to come and say hi to us. We had a few people message us after Mont Tremblant that had said they have seen us. So we love meeting new people, especially if you are local or close by. We like making new friends that are obviously in the sport. So
that was like me meeting Paula Finley when I was there. It's like, I feel like I know her because I listen to the podcast every single week. But then when I saw her, I was like, hey, congrats. Like, I couldn't get the words out because I was just so like,
oh man,
nervous.
Same. Like we were in Finland, and so we were in the athletes hotel, and I was standing right beside Eric, and like in my head I'm like, hey man, how you doing? Like that's what I wanted to say, but all I said, hey dude, it was nice to meet you, and gave him props, and then that was it. And I was like, wow,
you didn't even meet him, you just saw him.
I just saw him. Yeah, so that was awkward.
So funny.
But yeah, don't feel that way with us. We're only human.
Yeah, we're not Paula Finley level.
No. So come and hang out. Let us know how you're doing. But challenge your excuses, and I hope you guys have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.